more and more crazy reports of the moon moving from one side of the sky to the other side of the sky in a matter of mere seconds. I mean, actually, I didn't even report it. But this Dark Jedi right here, just going back a couple years ago, I saw the moon move from one side of the sky to the other. It was like 20 to 30 seconds. Now, I was drinking some of this cool wizard juice, baby. But listen, nonetheless, what the heck's going on the moon? Wait a minute. I'm getting a call. Could it be from one of these extraterrestrials on the moon? Let's pick it up and find out, baby. Hello? 13th Crystal Skull. This is like the third time that I'm speaking to you, baby. Yeah, I know where you are. I'm going to find you. I know you're in Hilton Head. I was going to retrieve you, match you up with the other 12. Exactly. And then when the 13 of you get together, we will reach a higher state of collective consciousness. You're saying that's not true. We'll actually reach another state of more and more Hot Toys figures, and a lot more of the Hot Toys that were teased will then come out. Well, then get yourself together, baby, with the other 12 skulls. What are you doing on the moon? You're saying it's not really a moon, that it's a space station? That was coming here, that Zulu and mythology was correct. It came here 500,000 years ago. It's actually, it's like the Death Star. Is that why they wanted this Obi-Wan? Well, how do you explain that? Hello? Skull. What the heck is going on? More and more hitting waitlist. Did you know that this Obi-Wan Kenobi, both versions, have hit the waitlist? What's going on with the Affleck Batman from the Flash movie? I thought that this Tony Stark figure just came out. DX19, did you even know that one went out? Is that going gangbusters in the secondary market? I've got this wizard juice right here, baby. Let's drink it, spill it, and dive into all of it. Right now. All right, and welcome to another 100 proof short right here at 6 Scale Cantina. I am your host, Aries Tarrington. Let's go ahead and dive right into this, baby. More to waitlist. Now, if you watched my last show, you saw some of the crazy news of some of the figures that have hit waitlist that many of us and some of you didn't even know did. And we're going to dive into some of these here and really look into what in the heck is going on in the secondary and primary market for sure. And pulling this up onto the screen. You know, did you know that the DX19, this Christian Bale Batman, has indeed hit the waitlist? And this was like the Luke I reported on in the last show, the Snowspeeder pilot Luke. This Christian Bale Batman was up and available for quite a long time. Now you're seeing that this figure has hit the waitlist. And you would think that because it was available for forever and a day, that this figure would be, you know, performing probably poorly in the secondary market. And some do. Some do. Even when they go on wait lists and they've been in stock for a while. But I'll be quite honest with you. You know, there may be some data, marketing, customer related magic with Hot Toys on why they come out with so many Christian Bale Batmans. Because even while this was in stock, this wasn't one of those figures that were going for, like $150 or $125 or half off. This was still actually selling very close to retail, maybe a little bit under, much like your chrome-plated Mandalorians right now, which are also selling very close to retail. So this was never doing badly. It wasn't selling for the retail price, but it was actually fairly close. And with all the Christian Bale Batmans out there, you maybe have to wonder, when are some of these finally just going to sink? But with this going on waitlist and not being available, I could pull up how it's doing in the secondary market. And pulling this up onto the screen, you can see this up here. First of all, from an outstanding seller with 630 feedback. Oh, 100% positive. $405 sold. And it had 30 freaking bids. And really just from a few weeks ago, several weeks ago here, December 31st, $405 for a DX19. Now, mind you, it's new, came with the shipping box, but you have to ask yourself, just how in demand are Christian Bale Batmans? And I'm not just talking about, with the immediate YouTube online community of the, 60 to sometimes 150, 200 of us that go on a live show. I'm talking about the thousands upon thousands upon thousands of 6-scale Hot Toys collectors across the globe. And it appears very much in demand. And now, when you go on Sideshow again to try and look for this figure, it has hit the waitlist. But gosh, it was available for forever and a day. And, are they going to come out with even more Christian Bale Batmans? And I say, yes, I do. And we'll have to keep an eye on it and to see exactly what they're going to come out with this year. Gosh, they came out last year, remember, with the Christian Bale, the one with the full armory. That's like $600 to $700. That was only up for a few months. And what happened on that one? It hit waitlist out of nowhere. Absolutely crazy. But that's what's going on with this figure. It continues to increase in the secondary market, for sure. And now going to some of these other figures up here, and I'm going to pull this up onto the screen. And let's stick with Batman and kind of look at what's going on here. Now, this is the Batman from the Flash movie, the Ben Affleck one. And if you try to get him by himself, it's gone. Which is real crazy. And then if you try to get it, let's go to this by piece. If you try and get the Bat Cycle, it's gone. If you try and get him by himself, it's gone. And even late breaking news here. Now when you go ahead and try to get the set of 2, a low stock warning. Wow. So it looks like that they're nearing their quota for how many they were going to produce of this for the price tag of $670. They've already hit their quota for the 415 for just the Bat Cycle. Gosh. And then the Batman himself for $295. But breaking news there, and listen, the set of two with a low stock remaining warning. And what's going to happen with this particular figure or the cycle or the set? Can we take what's going on with the DX19 Christian Bale Batman and draw perhaps some comparisons? I think let's go beyond the Christian Bale Batman and perhaps take a look at what's going on with the Batman. And I'm talking about this right here. And you could see this Bat Cycle and the Batman himself at every version is on waitlist. But let's just look at the Bat Cycle, which is on waitlist here, which is going for $320 for retail when it was available. And let's pull up what's going on in the secondary market versus the primary market. And you can look right here. And really just back from the recording of this show today, January 31st, $355, baby, from an outstanding seller with 517 feedback. All 100% positive and new. 13 bids. Already $35 over the price, and not including the $20 in shipping, and not including the tax. So you have to ask yourself, what will happen then with this Batman from the Flash movie? And I'll be honest with you, I think it's going to go in the same similar direction when it comes to Batman, whether it's this Batman, the Christian Bale Batman, Michael Keaton Batman, which I advised on, both of those versions on waitlist, the Flash, and the 2.0 1989 also on waitlist. They come out with a Clooney Batman, any Batman. It's going to be the same story. But look, no matter what Batman it is, the Batman, Ben Affleck Batman, Keaton Batman, 89 Batman, this Batman, they're just not keeping that many in stock. Not even forget about stock on pre-order for long at all. Very, very interesting indeed. Pause. You're watching 100 Proof Shorts here with the Dark Jedi. Cheers to you, baby. All right, well, let's go to even more, and let's go ahead and talk about this one right here, which honestly, I it's hard to, part of me now that I'm recording this, and even before, I was like, maybe I was aware this was on waitlist. Maybe I didn't know that this was on waitlist. This is on waitlist. This is Obi-Wan and Kenobi. And listen, whether it's a collector edition or that special edition, the one that was up for like 30 days, both are on waitlist. The waitlist is full on the collector edition, which is interesting. Special edition, you can join the waitlist. But Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Obi-Wan series is gone. And I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, this is Obi-Wan Kenobi. And how will this go in the secondary market once it goes out? And to be able to draw some comparisons, we've looked at some things that were going on, with Batman. We could look at some niche things. We could pull up this Green Goblin, for instance. And I did on the last show and show you that this, with the upgraded suit, very highly sought after. Well, honestly, any version of this is highly sought after. But listen, man, $400 with the glider, modern suit, and then goes on waitlist early, and then all of a sudden goes up in the secondary market, and people want this figure. And you could see here from a seller with 131,837 feedback, $465 US, not including taxes. Wow. So going way above the retail price. Is it possible that this Obi-Wan Kenobi is also going to go over the retail price? And I say yes. Look, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, it's Obi-Wan. And both of these versions are not available at all. And what's real interesting about this, and I'm going to pull this up now so we could talk about it. This Darth Vader, that also from this series. Now, there's one version here that's not on waitlist. You could still get it. So this is the deluxe regular version. See here, pre-order, $335, which I think, honestly, for this figure is just a tremendous price for this figure, to be quite honest with you. But the deluxe exclusive version is on waitlist. The exclusive version. The exclusive version is on waitlist, and the collector edition is on waitlist. So they met their quote on collector, on exclusive, deluxe exclusive. You could still get deluxe version. But again, you have to wonder, how long is this going to be available? Since Obi-Wan is not available either version, and especially with the battle damage here, the kind of figures go hand in hand for some collectors. So very, very interesting here. Is it possible that we should bank on this Vader just being available for a long time, like some of these other figures like Captain Marvel and Iron Man Mark 85 battle damage and not damage, and a lot of these other figures that are in stock that are not doing too well in the secondary market currently, and selling for way below retail? Or is it going to go out right when it comes out? We're going to have to keep an eye on it. But it's real crazy for sure on these figures. And now here's an update. Pulling this up onto the screen. Remember on the last show, I reported that Indiana Jones had an almost sold out warning, which was weirder than low stock remaining. And maybe it was just one word they program into the other. It doesn't really make a difference. Low stock remaining is almost sold out, but nonetheless, it's now waitlisted. It is now waitlisted. We were talking about, once this version waitlist, which is about $295, how long before the deluxe version starts getting a warning, or perhaps even just going out without even no warning, and just going out itself. Of course, this one is a higher price tag of the $335, but we're going to have to keep an eye on this. But news on here, the collector version now has hit waitlist, and bringing up some other news over here. If you didn't know this about the 20th anniversary of the Attack of the Clones, not the Attack of the Clones, the 20th anniversary of the Clone Wars, the Clone Commander Fox is on waitlist. And now you're getting this here. This collector edition of the 40th anniversary of Darth Vader, another Star Wars figure, on the waitlist. Now, the more robust one is available at the higher price tag of $350. But again, with this one, how long is this going to stay on pre-order? And does it ever get into stock? And you have to wonder. Or is it going to be like that the Ahsoka Tano DX20, DX21, where after a week or two of it goes out and then all of a sudden it just disappears like the Purge Trooper? That happened with that too. That happened with one of the versions of the Green Goblin as well. I think it was the regular version of the regular one. So something to keep an eye on. Cheers. Break. You're watching the market show right here at 6 Scale Cantina. Well, it's kind of like the market show. This is 100 proof shorts. The short version of the market show. The next market show is going to be coming out in a few days, baby. In a few days, we'll be taking a look at a lot of stuff. But very, very interesting with some of the stuff going up on here. And an update on Cyborg. Now, the exclusive edition is gone completely. And the collector edition is the only one remaining with the low stock warrant remaining. So an update on Cyborg as well. Gosh, you got a lot of these that are just fading away. And if you didn't catch the last show, I'll kind of pull this up onto the screen of some breaking news. We'll go back to Batman. The 1989 Batman. Whether it's the collector edition or this deluxe edition, they are both on the wait list. And gosh, real amazing. And even this modern suit Batman, which I'm pulling up onto the screen here at Sideshow, that has also hit the wait list. And pulling that up, and this one has that awesome head sculpt of the older Michael Keaton, and it's gone, baby. It's gone. It's on the wait list. You're seeing it right here, and there's that awesome head sculpt of Michael Keaton, and it seems like nothing is immune to hitting the wait list early while on pre-order. But you got some figures that are still up on pre-order that just came out, like that Padme. Let's talk about that. Padme just got released. And gosh, I remember when the Purge Trooper just got released. And I remember when the Ahsoka DX20, DX21 got released. And so many other figures, the Green Goblin, one of the versions anyway. And, you know, you have to ask yourself here, is Padme just going to go into stock? Or is it ever going to make it in stock in a week or two or in a minute or two? Is this going to be gone along with the mace? And along with the super battle droid? And I was going to say along with the Anakin, but quite honestly, Anakin's gone. Anakin, you know, if I pull up Anakin Hot Toys and we take a look at that here, baby, that one's going to pop up. And, you know, you could see, as soon as I'm able to pop that up over here, that one's already on the wait list. And there it is. And we'll have to keep an eye on these. Are they just going to go like that R2-D2, which was left remaining once Wave 1 of the Attack of the Clones 20th anniversary? They all went. R2 remained, and then all of a sudden R2 just vanished. Is Padme just going to vanish? Very, very interesting indeed. And if you liked what you watched here today, I'm going to go ahead and play a little preview for you here. 30 seconds. Watch this right now. This is a little preview of the new Insider Extra that is already recorded and is going to be placed up this weekend for members of my channel. So if you've been thinking about joining, it's real inexpensive. It's cheaper than a dozen eggs, cheaper than a gallon of gas, cheaper than a quart of half and half in most places. Now, I can't speak for if it's cheaper than On the Mood, but you have to wonder. But anyway, check this out on what you're going to be in for. A little bit of a taste of this upcoming show that's going to be premiering for insiders in just a few days. The Loch Ness Monster, Mothman, the Jersey Devil, Bigfoot. One of these supposed aliens now is the Pumpkinhead Joker. And you have to wonder, does this Pumpkinhead Joker come from a race of Jokers that has even a superior Joker to the Hot Toys in art or J&D Joker? And I say, wait a minute, I'm getting a call. Could it be from one of these Pumpkinhead Joker species? All right, well, thank you for watching that. Definitely a little bit of a sneak peek there. We have a lot of fun here on this channel. And if you decide you want to go ahead and join and take a look at that and the library of all the other exclusive insider content, I do appreciate your support for sure. I don't always spill the wizard juice and the coffee all over the cantina floor, but what I do, baby, I do it right here at the 6 Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Thank you.